Hello everyone, it's Anime here, and today, what we are doing, What If Deku had the rinnegan episode 3, but before we hit the intro, I just want to apologize for not uploading yesterday. I was just really tired, and I just fell asleep before I uploaded, so yeah. Sorry about that, but anyways, hit the intro. Bitches lost souls, oh, and I know it. Fucking with the whole bunch, you gon' get fucked over. Ferraris and Rovers, these old lunchy souls, and I'm with that Cobra. Now that what's left over, they do it all for souls, so you wasn't making no noise. So, where we left off, Deku had just won the Yui Sports Festival against Bakugo Katsuki. So, now we would have to move on to the Stain arc, which, well, Lita obviously gets the news that his brother, Ingenium, was severely injured and almost killed and put out of the hero business by Stain, the hero killer. And he vows revenge on Hero Killer. Now, with Deku still being close friends, he knows something's off with Ida until he finds out that the Hero Killer Stain attacked his brother, and then he puts two and two together with Uraka, finding out that that's why he's kind of like off, has been off recently. And then, once they do, they ask him about it, and he just turns away and says, I'm fine. So, with that, we head into the internship arc. Now, I feel like Gran Torino wouldn't be that interested in Deku until he found out that Deku was going to be All Might's first choice of a successor besides Katsuki Bakugo. And so, he takes both of them in for the internship, just to see what Deku can do with his power that was able to beat All for One. One for All power that Bakugo has. So, they start the internship arc, and Gran Torino meets both Bakugo and Deku. And Gran Torino still does this stunt while he plays dead, and both Bakugo says, looks like the old man actually fell and died. That's kind of hilarious, don't you think, Deku? And then Deku's just like, what, Kachan? No, I need to call. And then, right before Deku says the police, Gran Torino says, gets up and gives him that weird look, just like, who are you guys? And then Bakugo says, what? We're the people you're supposed to be internship with you. And then Deku's like, I'm sorry for Bakugo's rudeness. I am Azuku Midoriya, and this is Katsuki Bakugo. But he calls me Deku. And then Gran Torino just says, I played a joke on you guys. Alright, let me see your hero costumes. So then they show him his hero costumes, and then Gran Torino's like, so you got these gauntlets. What's your quirk anyways, kid? He says to Kachan. And Bakugo says, I sweat from my hands, Sereno acid, and I can make them into explosions. And powerful ones at that. And then Gran Torino says, you cocky kid. But sometimes you need that to be a hero. And then he looks at Midoriya's. A A lot of these things don't really have use for what I've seen Quirk do. But can you explain to me all the things your Quirk can do? And then, basically, Deku says, well, you see, my Quirk has, I think, around 3 to 4 abilities. I can pull stuff in, and I can shoot stuff out. Basically, pulling and pushing almost telepathically. So then he shows him by moving the couch back and forth after every 5 seconds. And he says, most times I use this, I can use it for each time for around 5 seconds each. But if I use a bigger one, and he pushes his couch far, but not far enough to hit a wall, then it makes my time go further for how long I can use it. It's kind of like a cooldown. And after that, I have these rods that I can shoot out that drain energy and give the energy to me. And that's all I really know about my Quirk so far. And I don't think I have any other abilities either. So then, Gran Torino's like, huh. So most of it doesn't really have to help you without your hero costume. And I see, that's why the holes are there, because they come out of your wrist. Well, actually, I mostly use them for my wrist. The rods from my wrist, but I can actually expel them out from any part of my body. Interesting, Gran Torino says. And after that, they begin training by Gran Torino saying, let's see if one of you guys can hit me. And also, don't worry about the apartment. Starting with you, Katsuki Bakugo. It would be a little hard for an old-timer like me to face 2 of you, so I'm only going to face one of you once. Izuku, you go upstairs and make yourself a home for a little bit while I see and train Katsuki, and then it'll be your turn. And Katsuki Bakugo already knowing how to use full cowling says, alright, let's go. And he puts on 20% of full cowling, launching himself onto the roof, and then matching the speed of Gran Torino, but Gran Torino dodging, and then finally Gran Torino says, huh, you match the speed, but you lack the experience. Looks like you're probably not gonna touch me. And then Bakugo says, so, you don't mind us making a mess of this place, huh? So let's just say he grabs his briefcase, takes out a gauntlet saying, give up, otherwise this building might not be here tomorrow. Gran Torino says, I'd like to see you try. So then Bakugo's about to pull the pen until Gran Torino launches at him before he can do, and then Bakugo says, got you. It's like, Gran Torino then says, yeah, right. And then he uses air jet, pulling him backwards, but Bakugo predicts this and actually punches Gran Torino. Like I don't know you quick, old timer. He's like, you tricked me. But you're only able to do it by threatening to ruin my apartment and endangering other people. So you're not that good of a hero. Bakugo says, what? You want me to blow this place up? And also, you have a little bit of an anger issue, but hey, I might choose you. And also, Izuku chose you, so you must be pretty good at what you do. And then he calls Izuku down there, and he tells Bakugo to make himself at home while he trains with Izuku. And then Gran Torino says, alright, your turn. You gotta try to touch me. So then it begins, and then Dix's like, alright, I think I can do this. So what he does, he waits and waits and waits while Gran Torino's jumping around the apartment, focusing on where Gran Torino's at until he gets punched, and then he yells out, Shinra Tensei, pulling Gran Torino in and punching him in the face. He's like, dang kid, you got me faster than Katsuki Bakugo. You must be pretty good with that power. But what can I say? It pulls me in. So I was at a disadvantage from the start. So how about let's do that again, but you don't use that side of your power. And then Deku says, alright. So now Deku uses a bunch of Black Watch, waits for Gran Torino, and then expels the Black Watch from his body, launching him all around the apartment building, hitting Gran Torino, one of them hitting Gran Torino, draining his energy. Then Izuku says, I mean, I guess I can be a little cocky, but that was pretty easy. Wow, you got a little cockiness to you, huh? And Izuku says, I do it only sometimes, but I mostly got it from Bakugo. And then he says, alright, so does your thing have any healing ability, perhaps? Because this kind of hurts. Gran Torino laughs. He's like, well, no, it does not. So they call Recovery Hugo. And Recovery Hugo comes over and honestly gives Gran Torino a little smoochy smooch so that he can get healed. And he heals up. And then Recovery Hugo looks at Izuku and saying, you really shouldn't be using that move, especially since you can literally kill someone if you hit him in the wrong place. And then Izuku says, yeah, but he said for me not that I can go full out on him, so I did. And that's where we're going to be leaving What If Deku Had the Rinnegan episode 3. So, anyways, the anime logging off.